Hi guys, we're back for another tarot reading. I felt inspired to do one, so I'm thinking this might be for someone that's listening today. And if it is, just let me know if you think it's something that you can relate to, or if it's helpful in any way. It kind of encourages me or whatever. Okay, so let's see what the energy is. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Well, we all know that pigs are supposed to be smart, right? And it says use your mind wisely. So what other energy do we have here? I'm going to pull a few cards just to kind of get a feel of maybe what Spirit has to say to y'all today. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Okay, and one more card, please. Transformation is beautiful. Okay, if I'm a little bit silent in between talking, it's because I get downloads, like messages in my mind. Okay, so what came to me when I was pulling these cards, I pulled bring a gentle touch. Okay, so your mind is very intelligent, and it's very quick and probably pretty smart, and you can probably come up with some really witty things to say, or very maybe even wise things to say. But Spirit's wanting you to be gentle with it, with your gift. Okay, don't overpower people with it. Not everyone is like you. Other people might take a minute, to catch on, and maybe you're way ahead of everybody, and that's good. That's fine, and it's great for you. Okay, but just keep in mind that be gentle with it for other people's sake. That's a message for someone. Transformation is beautiful, and what came through for me regarding that I just said was that maybe you can refine the way you present things, and this will make you even a more beautiful person. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Now this is for the general energies of the people that are watching and following my videos. Spirit has your back. Okay, Spirit has your back. I got Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Let's see what else we got here. Confidence. Okay, confidence. Those two go together well, don't they? Spirit has your back. Be confident, because don't doubt yourself. Trust yourself, because Spirit is right there with you. And I guess you probably know you have angels that are surrounding you. And all you have to do is ask them for help, and they will help you. They're not really going to do anything unless you ask them. So this is a free will world that we live in, and they're not going to force you into doing anything. Travel, willpower, psychic abilities. Okay. You might be doing some traveling recently or in the near future. Willpower and psychic abilities. So the message that I got was to combine your intuition with your willpower. You can push through on things because you have a lot of willpower, or you don't have a lot of willpower and you just think that that's what you need is willpower, which might be the case. We all need a little bit of willpower, but Spirit wants us to combine that with our intuition. So basically, be a little bit choosy about what we decide to push through with. Like, what are we going to invest our willpower in? Be a little more choosy about that, because we only get like a quota for the day. Usually by the end of the day, our willpower just kind of starts fizzling out, right? So invest your willpower wisely. And the way you do that is to kind of go by your gut. Your intuition will tell you, is this worth my time or not? Is this worth investing my energy into or not? Okay, now I'm going to pull some tarot cards. Okay, what is the message for my followers and subscribers? Please help me here. Find balance. Okay, we were kind of talking about that earlier with finding a balance. And I'm kind of getting that theme through the reading, is a balance between intuition and willpower, a balance about speaking up for yourself and doing it gently. Um, so those are two things that have come up. And if you can think of anything else that you might need balance on in your life, that will be what this reading is referring to. Okay, reach out. I'll reach out. Okay, so what are we reaching out about? Okay, this is the situation, reaching out, joy and stability. Okay, so I'm getting to the situation as you're thinking about reaching out, but you don't know if it will wreck your joy and stability. I think that possibly there has been a disagreement with someone, or I think it might be a family member, or it could be a coworker, but just someone that you're not talking anymore. And you're thinking about reaching out, but you're worried whether or not it will kind of upset your joy, because talking to them might just turn into another fight or something like that. So let's see what you're doing about this right now. Seek the truth. It would help to know the truth of the situation. And not only that, I think by talking, you might gain some insights that you didn't have before. Um, that's why you're thinking of reaching out, because you think you're wanting to seek the truth. You're wanting to get to the truth. You're wanting to understand the truth. Maybe you don't understand why you're fighting, or maybe you don't understand why it got to the point it did. But that's what you're thinking right now. Okay, so what should you be thinking that would benefit them the most? What would be the best thing to be doing about this right now? It would be shining. Okay, we have shine. Okay, it's saying to be open. Like, you have nothing to hide, right? So it's fine to just be open with your true feelings. Be open with your light, like your your reality. Okay, you know how people live in their own realities. Um, their reality might be different than your reality, but at the same time, your reality is your reality. It is perfectly fine to embrace it, to be it, and to shine it forth into the world. Other people might not agree. They might disagree um, in a bad way. You know, there might be like an actual disagreement about it, but you have every right to shine your light and to be who you truly are. I mean, if someone can't understand that, then I think it's more their problem and not your problem. Okay, what would be the the thing that would help you do this? Are you afraid to shine your light, or afraid to be yourself, or afraid to, is it like you're walking on eggshells with this person? Um, if that's what you're afraid of, I think so. So how could you go about shining your light? Dreams coming true, number 9. Well, as we heard before in the reading, to be gentle, um, you can shine your light gently, okay, if that makes sense. I think the message that was coming through at the beginning was kind of like, don't overpower people with your light, or with yourself, or with, you know, there's nothing wrong with you, and you're, like we just said, everything about you is just perfectly fine. It's just other people might not see it that way, and that's okay too, but it doesn't need to affect you. But what I'm getting from spirit is just hold yourself. See this card? Put yourself to yourself. Does that make sense? Like, you don't have to worry about what everyone's thinking about you. Just be okay within yourself. Trust yourself, know yourself, and be yourself. And if that's not okay with them, it doesn't matter, because see this card, isn't that beautiful? You're being held. You're being held by spirit and divine love, and that's all that really matters. So the way to shine your light I'm not getting to keep it to yourself, but reserve it. Like, be a little bit more careful with it. Because, oh, and isn't it funny that the pig, remember the pig card that came out at the beginning? The message just came to me that not to cast your pearls before the swine. And that's in the Bible, you know, and it says, use your mind wisely. That was the pig spirit. But I'm getting not to give your energy to people and things that don't deserve it, that don't value it, that don't appreciate it. You appreciate it. Okay, that's all that matters. You love yourself, you appreciate yourself, and that's fine. That's really all that's really needed. Um, so, by containing all your energy within yourself, to yourself, and for yourself, it builds up within you. It's not getting leaked out by people and things, you know, if that makes sense. You're not getting drained by other people and things. And when it builds up within you, it can radiate out. And that's a gentle release and not a trying to give, or make people understand, or just constantly giving out your energy, trying to make it right, trying to fix it, trying to help the situation. Dial it all back, keep it to yourself, and let it build up within you, your light and your strength. Keep it to yourself, and it will radiate, and it will be a more gentle release. And I want to say that people will, my tongue is twisting right now, people will accept it better, receive it better, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter if they receive it or not. That's the point of the message. This is all for your well being, for your peace of mind, for your contentment in life, your joy and stability, which was another card we got at the beginning. Your joy and stability is getting like sucked off of you, you know, like vacuumed away by people and things that don't understand you. And they don't, Spirit wants you to know they don't need to understand you. What you need to understand, and I do need to pull some more cards here, but that's the message I'm getting, is that what you will need to understand is that you hold yourself in high regard. You hold yourself in high regard, and your light will radiate from you gently. And those that want to receive it can, and those that don't, it doesn't matter, you know. But that's kind of outside the point, because the point is you will retain your joy and stability in your life. The message that I'm getting is there's like some energy vampires in your environment. Let's finish the reading here, because so far we've gotten what you should be doing, and I want to see what the opportunity. Let's see how you're viewing this situation first. You're viewing it as okay. Number 5. Give me a moment here. I got to refine what's coming through here. Okay, it's your purpose to teach. But the message that I'm getting is to teach by example, not by your words. Okay. Your example of not getting caught up in all the drama, but reserving your energy for yourself, and the radiation that we were talking about that's coming out of you, the light and the love that comes from you, is enough. And you're not giving it away. You're not forcing it out onto people. You're not letting it get sucked off of you by people. It's you let it build up within you. You hold it close. You hold yourself close, and then it builds up so much within you that it just radiates, and that's enough. Does that make sense to y'all? Because what I'm getting is if you don't try so hard to make things right with people, you will be a good example to them. That's what I'm getting. And what is your environment? Trust. Yeah, trust yourself. Give me a card for the environment. Giving and receiving. So now we got a card where everybody's holding out their hands and there's little lights in everybody's hands. So if everybody would just kind of hold things to themselves, there would be a lot of peace and unity. Like if they would just keep their own energy to themselves. And I'm not sure how that plays out because I don't know what your situation is in particular. But if it's a workplace thing or a family thing, or maybe a spouse and children, I don't know the dynamics here because this is a general reading. But somehow I'm getting the message that there is a lot of love actually, but it would benefit everyone to just keep to themselves, keep the, how do I put it? It's kind of a weird thing to try to describe. Maybe you guys are getting it better than, maybe you understand. I hope so. Keep yourself to yourself. They keep themselves to themselves, and everybody else keeps themselves to themselves. And nobody's better than anybody else. That's the message I'm seeing very clearly. Nobody's better than anybody else. And everybody's the same in this situation. Okay. I got this again. This opportunity beckons. Okay, I pulled this card before and I didn't quite get a message from it. So let me look at it again since I pulled it twice. This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to release. I'm getting the message family trauma or some kind of trauma. It's an opportunity. Okay, so how do they go about doing this release? How do they go about doing this? This is getting deep. I'm feeling this is getting really deep here. Win or lose. Number 5 again. Let the truth sink in is one message. There's no win or lose in the situation. It's at a standstill. Nobody's moving. Everybody's kind of stuck in their own reality, like what I was getting before. Like everybody has their own reality about the situation. Everybody's stuck there. Okay. I don't think that's changing anytime soon. Giving and receiving. I got this card again, even after I shuffled. Giving and receiving. Yeah, it's going to take some give and take on everybody's part, and you're not fully responsible for this. So that's why you need to dial it back. It's because it isn't your responsibility. Your responsibility is to keep yourself to yourself and love yourself and let that love affect people. You're not, when I say keep yourself to yourself, I'm not saying be standoffish or resentful or mean or any of those things. But by keeping your energy to yourself and not getting to letting so much of it interplay with the situation that's going on, you actually have more energy to give to them. And you'll give it in a softer way. It's not with words, it's just with your state of being. That's the message that's coming through like the hardest is your state of being will uplift the situation. That's what's needed, and it's on everybody's involved in this. It's not just you. And what will be the outcome? There's no win or lose in this situation either. There's just no win or lose. It's give me more messages, please. I'm third chakra. Number 5 again. Okay, this is a time of change. And it's also a time of healing the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is how we talk and how we interact. And it's also other things too. But according to this reading, it would have to do with the words and speaking the truth, being honest, being honest. Oh, okay, let's dial this back because I am getting a little bit spread out here. The success and growth. Okay, number 8, there's an advance. This is changing. Things are changing right now. And it's all part of something that's actually been going on a while already. And it's like a new leveling up or a new going forward. The reason it's feeling tumultuous and the reason it's feeling a little bit, you're feeling like a little bit, I'm getting the word confused or unsure, is because there's kind of a lot going on right now with not just you, other people too. It's all part of it. This is like a transformative time. Lead the way. And number 4, another 4. There's several 4s that apply to you. 4 is stability, being certain. And 4 is kind of like the opposite of 5, where 4 is you're sure and you're certain and you're solid, you know. And I think that that's the main message. And I'm going to try to wrap this up here because this reading's getting like really long right now. I feel like there's so much more that wants to come through though, but I just want to wrap it up by saying, lead the way by doing this for yourself, and it will teach others to do it for themselves in a way that you're not aware of. You don't have to do this with your mind. It's all on an energy level, an energy connection between all of you that are involved. Once you start doing it, and you really start doing it, not just think you're doing it, but actually doing it, it will shift the energy and other people will be able to pick up on that. It's going to help the whole situation. And that's all I'm going to say for now because I'm feeling like a lot coming through with this dynamic. And if you know more about it, you can and want to share, feel free. But does that make sense? All of it. The person that needs to hear this, it's retaining your energy in a way that's kind and loving, but is wise. Wise, because I feel like you're gonna get. There's an energy of trying to trick you into manipulating you into reacting in some way, and be very cautious about that. And that's all I'm going to say for now. I'm going to go ahead and post this, and I hope it's for somebody out there, and I hope it helped in some way. So until we meet again, bye.